What's up out there to all of my fellow gold diggers? This is your girl Rita, also known as the self proclaimed gold digger. Welcome to my channel where I discuss my life as a wife, mom, entrepreneur, and business owner, all while trying to crush and achieve my goals. If this is your first time to my channel, well, welcome. I am so glad to have you. But if you are a fellow gold digger, welcome back. Y'all know I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Hey, y'all. Hey. I was not planning on doing another live. I really enjoyed the live that I did on Side Hustle Saturday. And this morning, some things were running through my mind and some thoughts I had and I wanted to share. And I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and go live. That is the easiest way for me to get the content out there. And without y'all having to wait for me to upload, post the video, all that kind of stuff. So, what I wanted to talk about today is how you can make your business successful. I know some of you guys will probably be catching this on the replay later on because this was very, very impromptu. Like I said, I just decided this morning that I was going to jump on and do the live. Let's see. What's up, Mo? Good to see you. Mo was on, I did a notary workshop last night and she was on that. So good to see you. I'm glad you were able to join. All right. So this was what was going through my mind. Like, y'all, literally, I had some of these thoughts last night, woke up in the middle of the night, just some things that I was thinking about in terms of my business. And that's why I wanted to share. So I just jotted them down on my phone and everything. So I would remember, and I had some stuff that I need to do. So I was like, this will be the easiest way. Cause once you go to sleep, you forget what you had thought about and all that kind of stuff. So I went ahead and jotted my notes down to share with you guys and some of the stuff that I need to do for myself in my business. So we are going to be talking about, I'm pulling up my notes now. Is your business positioned for success? And the reason why those things were running through my mind is because yesterday what I was looking at, I was actually reevaluating some of the goals that I had set for myself at the beginning of the year for my main business, not my side hustle business, but my main business. And I had fallen short on some of the goals. I needed to just, assess some things, realign some things, get some things restructured because we are in pretty much the second quarter. This month is about over. So we only have 2 more months in the second quarter. And I'm like, okay, if this isn't working, what are you doing to change your strategies so that you can start hitting some of those goals and hitting them consistently? So I had to take a step back, realign and regroup and do some stuff. And some of the stuff that I had to face, it was kind of hard to face because I had to recognize and realize I am going to have to restructure my staff pretty much if I want to see success. And literally, I'm going to share really quick. I was debating about bringing a new person on because one, they're a good person or whatever. I know they're going to do a good job, but their salary requirements were a little bit higher than what we had initially advertised for our job position. And I was like, do I really want to spend this extra money on this person? I knew the person was capable, like based off of their resume and everything. I knew the person was capable, but it was like, do I really want to spend the extra money on this person? And what it boiled down to is I had to look back at my stats. And we have had some team members that have literally cost me thousands of dollars, like almost, and when I say thousands, I mean like tens of thousands of dollars. So I'm like, you need to make a decision. You gonna pay this person the few extra dollars they're asking, or you gonna keep on struggling with what you got and or the lack of staff because we are short staffed. Are you gonna keep on struggling with what you got and give up tens of thousands of dollars? Like, are you doing that? So I had it's like literally stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. Like, are you really going to do that? So I had to really reevaluate. And that's kind of like what got me on the journey, because it was me debating. I'm like, it's only a few dollars. But, and like looking at my numbers, like you have lost multiple thousands of dollars by being short staffed and everything. So like pay Pay this person what they want. You know they should deliver and do a good job, and let's make it work and everything. So that is what I'm looking at in the second quarter to reevaluate some stuff. And I'm wondering if there are things that you need to look at in your business that you thought were going to work are not working. Are you stepping over dollars to pick up pennies? Like some stuff we're debating about, stuff that should be like, it should be a no-brainer. Like that situation I just told you, it really should have been a no-brainer. The person was more than qualified to do it or whatever. But are we just overthinking stuff, or are we not having that abundance and open mindset to be willing to let some new stuff in? Or because pretty much for me, I think I was clinging to the fact of, am I going to be able to sustain this person with them wanting a higher salary? And it's like, you should be, if this person is capable of doing what their resume displays that they're doing, what they said in their interview that they said they were going to do, your business should be able to skyrocket and you're going to make that money back. Or you can continue to remain short-staffed and not be able to see the number of people you want to see because of this. So it's like, it should have been a no-brainer. But that happens. It happens to the best of us, and we just have to reassess. So I hope y'all use this quarter, the second part of the second quarter, to kind of reassess some stuff. Now, the other thing I noticed when I was doing my reassessment with myself, it was, am I in the position to receive? And what I mean by that is that sometimes the things that we want don't come in the packages that we initially thought they would, or it doesn't look like how we anticipated them to look. So, but are we in the position to receive, or are we so caught up with the fact, like, I thought it was going to be this way, I thought it was going to be that way, that you're not able to appreciate what you have? And sometimes a lot of us are in positions of not being able to receive, whether it's advice from someone else. Like, I mean, I've talked to people, you try to give them advice or encouragement or something like that, and it seemed like for every solution you have to their issue, they come up with a whole new problem. It's like, well, do you even want to be helped? It's like, because every time I offer a solution to what you're going through, you come up with something else or another excuse why it's not going to work or anything like that. So are you even in the position to receive the things that you need? Or is your mindset so, I won't say messed up, but is it so clouded that you can't even receive the information that you need? I mean, and like I said, I try to be honest. Even with me, I had to realize that, not so much with advice. Like I could take constructive criticism. I have no problems with seeing what areas I need to improve on. But I did have a hard time receiving, kind words, or like if somebody complimented me or something like that, like say, I might have had on a nice outfit or a nice shirt or a nice dress or something, be like, oh, this whole thing, or, it's like you kind of like talk down about yourself because you're not even in the position to receive nice stuff or good things from people or whatever. And I had to look at it too from my business, because some of those goals that I had set for myself, it was like, you want to be able to achieve this amount of money, but you are not even positioning yourself or opening up yourself enough to be able to step into that thing, to be able to appreciate and receive that thing, because your mindset is still trapped in what it was before or how things were before, that you can't even appreciate the good things, or I won't say appreciate, you don't even recognize the good things that are being presented to you sometimes. So, or you're just trying to downplay stuff. So, and that goes back to the money issue, goes back to some of money mindset stuff. So I have worked on my money mindset, being willing to and open to making the money that I require. But I remember when I first made a significant amount of money in my main business, like from one person, and this was like, 4 figures that they were paying me at one time or whatever. And immediately afterwards, it was like I got so anxious. I was like, oh crap, this person just gave me, it was like $3,000 or something. This person just gave me $3,000. Am I going to be able to do what I need to do? Am I going to be able to fulfill these requirements? You start like having that negative self-talk about yourself when you should realize that you are capable of doing the stuff. So even now, some of the things that I want are far greater than the things that I want from my business, my main business now, are far greater than the things that we have been able to accomplish before. So I'm like, I had to kind of check myself, like, am I doing any self-sabotage that is preventing me from being able to reach these monetary goals in my business so that I can have the business success? Like, for example, hiring that new employee or whatever. Like, am I self-sabotaging to keep me from reaching some of these goals that I have, because it's like I haven't been able to achieve that before. Am I going to be able to achieve that? So I really had to shift my mindset, look at some things differently so that I could be prepared to receive all the blessings that God has in store for me and that he is going to provide for me. So that was one of the things. Another thing that I had to recognize as well, or that I had to get over with myself, is usually, and y'all might not realize this or not, but because y'all see me on YouTube, but really I am pretty low key. I don't really like a whole lot of attention or anything like that. Put me in the back of the room, like I'll help you work on a project or whatever. I'm not the type of person who wants to get credit for if I helped you or anything like that. Like, it's like I'll help you and that's it or whatever. So I don't really like a lot of attention or anything like that. Like, I'm going to do the work, I'm going to do a good job, but I don't need like accolades or, an award or all the credit or anything like that. But I had to even get over that and recognize that some of the things that I'm doing, it is going to garner attention, and I have to be prepared to receive that attention that I'm getting for the various things that I'm able to accomplish. Like, I realize I can't always sit in the back row. I can't always bow out and say, no, you know what, I'm not, I don't want any recognition or anything like that. And I don't do it for the recognition, but I have to realize that some of the things that I'm doing, yes, it is something that might attract attention or attract recognition and that kind of thing. And I have to own that and be accepting of that some of the things that I'm doing, it's inspiring, or it's an inspiration, or it's motivational to other people. And I shouldn't always try and keep it to myself, or I shouldn't always try to hide it or anything like that. Not that I was trying to hide it, but like I said, I just, I'm not really trying to get credit for different things or whatever. So those are some of the things that I had to realize when it came to my business. And as your business continues to grow, those are some things that you might have to look at as well. Like, hey, you have to be able to make some decisions where initially it's going to cost you money, but your return on your investment is going to come back, 2, 3, 4, fourfold. Yes, it might be, I won't say a big investment or an investment that you're not as comfortable with doing, but you're going to get that money back. Like with my employee, like I know I'm going to get the money back. I'm going to be able to make more money by bringing this particular person on. So even though I felt uncomfortable, I had to be willing to do that. The other thing for you to realize as well is you have to be willing to receive the blessings, the different things that are coming your way that will allow you to be able to achieve some of your goals. It might not always come the way you envisioned it to come, but take it for what it is and learn from it. I always tell my kids, you don't have to like it, but you need to see what you can learn from it or whatever, because you can learn from any situation. You can be able to become more knowledgeable from any situation. You don't have to enjoy it, but you are going to learn. You're going to learn something from this experience, whether it's I'm not going to do it that way, or this is a good way to do it, or I can use this particular aspect of it to help benefit me. So just keep that in mind. It might not always look the way you think it is going to look. And sometimes because of that, we miss out on our blessings. It's funny, just this past Sunday in church, we had a guest pastor because it was our pastor's anniversary, and he talked about the disciples after the post resurrection, how Jesus was walking with them, and they didn't even recognize him. And the pastor was just saying they didn't even recognize that it was Jesus because he didn't come how they thought he was going to come. Like they thought that he had died. They didn't even though he told them that he was going to come back, that he was going to rise again or whatever. But they thought, okay, this is the end. This is it for all of us. The Jesus who we were following, he's dead, gone. We have nothing else. That they didn't even initially recognize Jesus for who he was. So be willing to recognize some of the blessings that you're going to receive in your business, even though it might not look the way, it might not even have transpired the way that you thought it was going to go down for you. But that doesn't mean you're not going to be blessed. It doesn't mean you're not going to be enriched. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get some type of benefit from it. And also, the other thing I had said is make sure you're not, self-sabotaging yourself. Be willing to accept the attention that comes. Because when you start doing great things, so many people are going to be inspired by you. So many people are going to be encouraged by you. So many people are going to be asking questions. And yes, there are going to be some haters that might come along with it too. But I always say your haters are your elevators. So when I have haters, it just means that I'm doing something right. And that propels me to keep on going in the direction that I'm going because they're taking notice. And if I wasn't doing something for them to take notice, then I got to work and grind even harder and everything. So be ready to receive the attention that you're going to get in your business when you start doing great things and start accomplishing great things. Or I should say, as you continue to do and accomplish great things, don't shy away from it. Embrace it. Now, don't get a big head or whatever. But I'm just saying, be willing to accept it for what it is and learn from it. So, because if not, sometimes with the attention, if you aren't the one that is leading and guiding the way, someone else is going to step up and do it. And their way of doing it might not be, they might not always be doing it for the best reasons or for the right reasons or anything like that. Like, have you ever met somebody who was like, I call them strong and wrong? Like, they be talking real strong, but they be dead wrong. And because they're talking so strong and they're talking so confidently, other people believe them. And if you're not being just as strong with what you're advocating for, sometimes people will blindly follow the people who will lead them astray. So just be mindful of that. I hope those are some tips to help you be successful in your business. Angela, what's up? I'm sorry, I got on my soapbox. Angela, you were with me last night too. I'm hoping this is the same one because I know Angela is a popular name. So, but yeah. Did anyone have any questions, any comments? If so, drop them in the chat. Like I was saying earlier, when I first hopped on, this was very impromptu. It was just some things that came to my head last night that I was thinking about, reflecting on as I was making some business decisions for my main business and everything, and trying to get some stuff together that I was working on today. So everything just kind of came to me today. All right, so it is you, Angela. Yeah, and y'all should be getting, since y'all were in the notary class, y'all should be getting an email today. I want to say it's scheduled to go out today or whatever. But Angela, I'm going to reach out to you as well. So you might get 2 emails today because I got to reach out to you about getting you your prize and everything too. All right. Well, if no one has any questions, I hope it was helpful, y'all. I hope y'all can benefit from it, learn from my mistakes. I created this channel initially just because I was in business as an entrepreneur, and there were so many lessons that I learned the hard way that I was like, I don't want anybody to go through what I went through this way. Like, let me help people not have to do it the way that I did it. But yeah. All right. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Bye, guys.